Hey everyone, Ryan at FRP here. One of the questions that we get quite a bit is asking us about the different levels of tuning or different tuning services that we offer. So I've got the website pulled up in like a mobile view here, and this should hopefully show, since many of you are doing this from your smartphone or maybe your tablet, what it would look like on your end if you go to our website, frptuning.com, and go to buy tuning. So we're going to cover HPtuners remote tuning. That is our most popular option here. Okay, here's our disclaimer, basically indicating that the parts that we sell are designed with motorsports or racing use in mind. We do not sell to California. Don't ask, we won't do it. We don't assume any responsibility for emissions compliance, and basically indicating that race car parts that we sell are for race cars only. We do the vast majority of our remote tuning via appointment, and the main reason for that, I do get a lot of questions about what's the deal with the appointments. The deal is that on any given day, I might end up with 25 to 45 emails in my inbox, and many customers understandably have the expectation that because they sent an email to me that I'm going to get back to them right away because they are a customer and they've paid me for a service, and all of that is true. However, between running the business and handling questions and handling things here in the warehouse that pop up on a day-to-day, I can't do that and give proper service to all 25 to 45 of those customers, not including the emails in response that we receive over the course of the day. So what we are doing is past the startup tune phase, or initial tunes for simpler services that we offer. I'll get into that here in just a minute. We are trying to finish up remote tunes in a appointment-based window. So if you go to the service schedule here, there's other links elsewhere on the website. You can make an appointment, and it gives a 3-hour window to schedule, and you're one-on-one with me. This way you get the best quality of service, and that's really what it's about. It's just trying to make the service the highest quality and the most consistent it can be. That way, everyone's getting exactly what they asked for when they asked for it. So we're going to start off by talking about HPtuners can tuning. So HPtuners is primarily how we tune most of these late model Mopars these days. I do have Diablo, I do have SCT, however my preference is HPtuners for most platforms. So for stock or bolt-on cars, trucks, and Jeeps, we do offer these can tunes. By canned, we mean they are meant to be a little bit more, they're still a custom tune, but they're a little bit more generic in nature. They're meant to be a known good calibration that's going to work on most stock or very lightly modified vehicles. By modifications, we mean cold air intakes, perhaps a aftermarket intake manifold, ported throttle bodies, basic exhaust upgrades. These files, we've tested them in-house to ensure long-term reliability and consistent performance. Where we stop, where we draw the line in the sand for the can tunes is typically once people go to an aftermarket camshaft in most cases, or they go to a different injector, or they use a aftermarket cylinder head, ported casting. That's where we feel a custom tune with data logging and wideband O2 is more necessary. With all the tuning services that we offer, with all remote tunes, we do offer 90 days of support as far as a tuning window. So if you have an issue that needs troubleshooting, or if you decide to do your upgrades in piecemeal fashion and we need to clean it up before the car is finished, we cover all that within the 90 days after I send the first tune. We do have a option for a base tune for a Hellfire 2.0. So this service is for customers that have purchased our Hellfire 2.0 camshaft. It does not apply to any other camshaft, not a Texas Speed Stage 1, Com Stage 1, any of the other Stage 1 cams out there. It's just for our Hellfire 2.0, and that's it. So next we have the custom naturally aspirated tune package. And this is for those of you with more serious modifications such as forged internals, non-OEM camshafts, headwork, and or stroker cranks. If you have heads cam only, cam bolt-ons, any of those would qualify as using our naturally aspirated custom tuning service. There's a note here about the JSS swaps. And swaps in general, any Hemi swap or any of the swaps that we deal with are automatically considered custom tuning. Once you're swapping a vehicle into a chassis that is not a production vehicle, the likelihood of having a safe calibration in a kind of a one-size-fits-all fashion, it's not as likely. Next we have HPtuners forced induction, and this is for basically if you have a blower or turbo. So you'll need either a 2 or 3 bar map sensor if you don't already have one, larger injectors and other supporting modifications. With the custom tuning, wideband O2 and data logging are required. This is the reason why is because we need that in order to data log with precision. Okay guys, I had to pause the video because I had a call come in, but next we're going to discuss upgrading from canned to custom tuning. So if you had a basically stock vehicle and you had already purchased our canned tune service, and let's say you installed a Tomahawk cam kit from us, now you need custom tuning. Well, rather than paying full price on custom tuning, you have the opportunity to upgrade from canned to custom tuning. This will save you just a little bit of money, and you're getting the same great service. So, as stated, this service is to transition those who have already purchased our canned tuning service prior and are now requiring custom tuning due to additional modifications. Like with any of our custom tuning services, wideband O2 and data logging is still required. Lastly, we have retuning for additional modifications. So retuning for additional modifications, this service is really kind of a catch-all. So for anyone that has made minor adjustments to their vehicle or to their to their build, and they need the tune to be reviewed and possibly adjusted, this is the service that you would be choosing. So this is usually just some minor revising of the tune, 3-4 revisions type of thing, unless there's a problem, and that is usually more than enough to get us back to where we were prior. Wideband O2 is still wideband O2 is still required here. Hopefully that provides a little bit of clarity to the different tuning services that we offer specific to HPtuners remote tuning. If you have any questions, feel free to email me directly at ryan@frptuning.com, or you can email our sales line at info@frptuning.com, or you can call in at 936-230-3054. Stay tuned.